we have designer Antonina Abad Amoncio, or Nina, of namesake fashion brand Antonina. A 2018 graduate of the University of the Philippines Clothing Technology, Antonina is a high-end streetwear brand that draws inspiration from Nina's personal experiences and passion as a Manila-bred Filipino citizen. So far, she's put out two collections, Para Sayo and Gunita, since her graduation collection, 96, both for Bench Design Awards, once in 2018 and the other in 2019, last year, where she won and was able to present her winning collection at Tokyo Fashion Week. Hi, Nina.
Hi,
Hello.
Celine.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Right now, I'm just staying home with my family in Quezon City, just keeping myself busy with work outside design. So, yeah, just my work has stopped design-wise. I haven't been working, but right now I'm just doing work at home, helping out.
What kind of work is that?
Work like right now we're doing business like pandesals. It's really not design work. So yeah, just helping out with the family and
Yeah, I've been
keeping
seeing
myself
that.
busy. Yeah.
So, how has the COVID-19 pandemic affected you as a fashion designer? You just talked you're not really making any
Yeah.
collections.
It really affected me personally as a fashion designer because I've been working with collections ever since 96, and with this pandemic, everything just stopped. So with my collection for Bench that I've been working since last year, like November 2019, up until before ECQ, nonstop I've been working. But right now, since ECQ happened, everything just stopped.
Yeah, you just mentioned before lockdown, which was announced, which was March 13. You posted on
Yeah,
your
and hopefully,
Instagram
yeah,
that you'll be presenting Nagmamahal, your
yeah,
spring summer 2020 collection at Bench Fashion Week, which was supposed to be happening March 20 to 22.
yeah.
What's happening with that? Is it like what's going on?
Right now with Bench, it's my collection now. It's 70 to 80% done. I'm not sure um on when it's gonna be the next the fashion show, but collection wise, I really wanted to edit things out. So I think that's 70 to 80%. But the clothes, I think it's already done. So yeah, I'm also planning on selling everything I made for Nagmamahal and make another one for the next bench fashion week if they'll let us do another one for the three winners. So yeah, I'll just sell most of the pieces
Why is
during this
that?
evening. Um I so since ECQ I haven't been earning, and my clothes really are my means of, in source of income. So I really want to sell this. And also, since I've also been making face masks and face shields, part of the income that I'll be getting from the nagmamahal will go through the supplies of raw materials. So yeah, I'll just make another batch of face mask and face shields to be
Okay.
donated again.
All right. Yeah, so with that being said, where do you see the future of fashion now?
Um, Design wise, in fashion, I think designers are going to be more considerate on how they approach things, especially with this pandemic and how it affected lifestyle of people. Schedule wise, I think designers will also be considerate in terms of, if they'll do another fashion show, or also consider it in terms of, helping out their workers, since a lot of sewers, pattern makers, everyone in the production has been affected by the the pandemic. And also themes might be also geared towards, addressing the needs of pandemic. So we might be seeing face masks, face shields everywhere, and how designers gonna integrate those things.
Mhm. So Nina, I would say your brand's design and message always highlights what it is to be a young Filipina today, whether it's through your own experience, like in 96 and Gunita, which were both inspired by your childhood, or through what you see is going out there, like with Para Sayo. I mean, even your song selections for your fashion shows are by local artists. How important would you say it is for the youth to stay connected with Filipino culture and what's happening day to day?
Right now, in the Philippines, it's really hard for us to make a name, to be a standout, especially in this creative industry. Um, my say on this, it's really important to uh, be authentic and to stay true to your roots. People will definitely understand you and appreciate you more and your branding when they see you putting yourself into work, putting your own branding into work, and not just be another brand. So with with that, I think you just have to be true to yourself and just continue on producing things that would be relevant, socially relevant, and be true to your branding.
Right. I can see that you're very passionate about social issues. You were just talking about PPEs and masks and like how you've been creating. Um, you were one of the many designers I saw immediately after lockdown was announced. You started making masks to donate to your barangay. I mean, even before that with Para Sayo, which was a collection inspired by 8 archetypes of working Filipinos. You put that out at the time when big companies here were being called out for practicing contractualization, a practice
Mhm.
that disallows workers to get fair compensation or healthcare. Um, I don't want to say this, but I've also gone through that. Uh, do you have any advice for creatives who want to be part of the conversation but are too scared to join? You know, whether
Mhm.
it be like they feel like they're not informed enough or they're too scared to be
Yeah,
maybe like dubbed an activist.
yeah. Um, my tip or advice for my fellow creatives on, going dwelling onto this issue, just make sure you're aware of it. And if you're not aware of it, you could ask around, ask people who know the topic, do your research, do your own research, and know who you'll be fighting for. So what are the causes? Like for example, um, in my case, which is para sa'yo, I did this to pay tribute to the Filipino people. So that was really my cause. So what I did, I asked around, asked people who know these issues. Like in my case, I asked a friend who was a lawyer and asked her about these terms I don't really understand, and she helped me out with working with the how I could integrate it with the collection, so it wouldn't look like I'm romanticizing it, because a lot of things that are being posted, especially on social media, are misinterpreted by people. So I think you, as a designer, as a creative, you need to make sure uh, of your topic or whatever theme you're gonna put into that work. Always make sure you have a design brief or a research, just like what I said. So you could include that in your work. So let's say if you have a photograph of this person, maybe you could put like a caption or a short like brief about it. And then what else? I think the best way for you to know your topic is to do research. That's what I learned in college, and you should also be continuing on doing before you do the actual work, before you do production. So there's always a pre-production in every work.
Right. So you created a collection for us of
Yes.
upcycled clothes and totes. It's called Tagpi Tagpi. I'm actually wearing one of your
I'm
shirts.
also wearing it. Yeah.
Um, yeah, can you tell me more about it? By the way, Tagpi Tagpi means patchwork.
Yeah. So ever since my collection with 96, I've been using Filipino words, except for 96. So I really wanted to, be cohesive. So tagpi-tagpi, basically it's patchwork, or how um fabrics are connected onto each other like quilt, or how do you say it, like a patchwork. So with my collection for Fake Zine, so this is a collaboration with Fake Zine. We were asked to make a upcycled collection. So basically this is my first time doing it. It's 100% sustainable. So what I did was I gathered a lot of pieces from ukay. So these are bases. Some actually came from never released sample pieces. So this one is a sample piece that I never even shown. So I actually wanted to put it like that. So make sure that it's 100% sustainable. And yeah, tagpi-tagpi in a sense, because I used a lot of retaso. So me as a fashion designer, I don't really throw a lot of things. I keep them in a safe place where I could go back and then use it again in some other time. So with tagpi-tagpi, I gathered all my retasos from 96, from Praia Sayo, Gunita, and Nagmamahal, which I never released. So these are all incorporated in my garments. And you would see how I mended a lot of pieces. And I also did running stitches, which was actually evident in my last one. So my last collection, which was Gunita, just making sure that the branding was still there. So yeah, tagpi tagpi.
It's interesting how you mentioned that it's 100% sustainable, because one of my other goals, aside from making high-end fashion more accessible to a younger crowd, or more streetwear or RTW, is that I really wanted to address this issue in fashion where there's so much waste. And I really wanted to get all of you designers to think about what is like 100%, well, sustainability. And yeah. Well, I have one last question for you. Your first collection was titled 96. Your second, Para Sayo, which means two. And the next, Gunita, body of letter, sorry. Then Nagmamahal, comma, which means from. If you put it together, it's like a form of a letter. With the date, to, body of the letter, and then from. Is your next collection going to be titled Antonina?
I'm not sure, but we'll see. Really right now, I don't know what's happening. And yeah, just the state of, this COVID, we'll never know. Maybe. I really wanted my next collection and my future collection to be personal. So it's gonna be most likely be any of those issues, or maybe personal experience. Yeah.
Okay, you're our last interview. Please feel free to promote your collection with us and tell everyone where we can buy it.
Okay, so you guys could follow me on my Instagram, which is at Nina Amoncio. And don't forget to shop for my collection at the Fake Store at thefakezine.shop on Instagram, and the Fake Zine /shop on Facebook. Also, my graduation collection was featured in the Fake Zine issue of Zero Gangs of Manila, which you could also buy in the Fake Store. So when you buy the zine, you could get one of the free masks that I made. So this one is actually a sample of a face mask. This is not the exact one, but this is how it would look like. It has a pocket with where you could insert a filter. So it's gonna look like this. Also, just to add, my first pull out was actually from the Fake Zine. So yeah, since 2018, I've been doing a lot of work, and yeah, just to be pulled out literally after graduation, it's really a big deal. So I'm really thankful for Fake Zine and this opportunity, and bringing young fashion designers to this platform, especially right now where it's timely and it could really help our business and our brand. So yeah,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you, Nina. Everyone, please tune in again at 10 p.m. to catch Ruru play a set. Who, fun fact, by the way, was the music to Nina's good
Yeah.
fashion show at Tokyo Fashion Week. All right, bye everyone.
Bye.